Mm. Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Yesterday I had this crazy idea. My morning coffee is a really important ritual of mine, and I live, as you can tell, pretty far out in the middle of nowhere, as they say. And I love to get up and I love to make a fresh pot of coffee. And my technique, I use Peet's. I love Peet's coffee. This is not sponsored by Peet's, but I wouldn't mind that. I use a French press, and there's just something about stopping every morning and connecting and getting ready to celebrate this brand new day, this brand new life. And so I thought, what if I shared my morning coffee with some friends on Facebook? And yesterday, over 500 of you guys joined me, which is really cool. So welcome back. This is my second coffee. I guess coffee wake-up call. I'm Bill Poet. I am the co-founder of Life Advance International, and what I wanted to do is just maybe a couple times a week get together with you guys and share some thoughts, share some ideas, share some inspirations about the things our clients are doing that are really working for them. So grab yourself a cup of coffee, maybe a pencil to take some notes, and excuse me one sec. Today I wanted to talk to you about how you are showing up and how you are engaging. Engaging is one of my favorite words, and we actually get hired by a lot of big companies because they can't get their employees to engage. And there's if a person isn't engaging at work, and engaging really just means showing up, and it means showing up fully, bringing your A game every single day. If a person's not engaging at work, there's a really good chance they're not engaging in their marriage, and there's a really good chance they're not engaging with their children. And so we've done a lot of work and a lot of study around this idea of what it takes to show up fully in life. And the fact that you guys are spending a few minutes with me this morning means more to me than you can probably understand. um, I have lost so many of the people that I love, and most of them I lost way too soon. My sister was 46 years old when she died. My first wife was 42. My best friend from high school was 44. God, um, life is short, and life is precious, and all of us, even if you live to 110, we have a limited number of heartbeats and we have a limited number of breaths. And my intention is, between now and dead, I am going to show up. I'm going to be all in. And sometimes showing up is messy, sometimes, well, we're going to screw up, we're going to fail, we're going to make mistakes. In our Quantum Leap series, which is a free program I'll tell you about later, we talk about how the world's best are masters of failing. Elon Musk, Sir Richard Branson, Mother Teresa. You set big, giant, yummy dreams, you're going to be failing all the time. But the truth is, it's not failure, it's feedback. It's information that you can use to make your life even better and greater. And so, you showed up to have coffee with me today, and I really, really appreciate that. I'm going to challenge you, and I want to give you two ideas about really showing up in your life, being all in. God, 25 years ago, I taught close quarter combat, and I got to work with members of special operations teams. And if you want to talk about guys who know how to show up, if we had a 6 a.m. training, they were there at 5:30. They had their kit, they had extra kit for their team members. They showed up because their lives depended on it, and their team members' lives depended on it. Well, guess what? Your husband, your wife, your children, your team, their lives are depending on how you show up. And I don't know, it's a really beautiful world. It's a really amazing adventure, and your life is worth showing up for. And if it isn't, then your job is to do everything you can to make sure your life is worth showing up for. So I just talked a lot. I'm going to take a sip. Excuse me. So why don't people show up? We've discovered there's really two issues. Number one, they don't have a purpose. They don't have a mission. They're not connected to their truth. The number one regret in hospice, I want you to think about this. I didn't have the courage to live my truth. And God, I've been around so much death, and I've been there at that last moment, and I'll be honest, it terrifies me to imagine in that last cogent breath to go, shit, I did it all wrong. I lived for my boss, or I lived for my parents, or I lived for society. And it's vital that you learn how to stop, that you learn how to tune out all of the noise, and that you learn how to connect to your truth, your love, your mission, your purpose. Another thing that we do in all of our courses is we teach people how to connect intimately to what matters most to you, and then to build a life that reflects that. So if you are living a lie, it's going to be totally impossible for you to show up fully. If you are an accountant when your dream was to be a chef, do you see that disconnect? That disconnect keeps us from totally engaging. So the number one reason people don't show up is the lack of a compelling mission or purpose that honors their truth, their dreams, their spirit. So that's number one. The second reason why people don't show up is because, damn it, you've had your heart broken. Guarantee you've had your heart broken. If you're over 12, you've had your heart broken. And so what we do reactively is we build these walls, and we think that by putting these walls around our heart, they're going to protect us. So think about that for a second. How happy are most people today? Because most people are walled off, right? So people should be walking around smiling and singing because they're not feeling any pain. And you and I both know that's not the case. In fact, it's the opposite. More people are depressed. More people are abusing alcohol and drugs and shopping and exercise to detach or try to detach from the pain they're feeling. Here's what happens, guys. We build up those walls around our hearts. We cut ourselves off from love. We cut ourselves off from nature. We cut ourselves off from God. We cut ourselves off from each other. And so making it an active practice to keep those walls down, to open your heart and love. And yes, if you love, you will lose. You live long enough, you're going to lose everybody. But there's nothing more tragic than losing the capacity to love, than losing the capacity to show up and engage. And so those are really our two challenges. Challenge number one is connect to your passion, your mission, your path. And your path is not going to be like anybody else's because your DNA isn't like anybody else's. So learning how to live your truth, connecting at the core of who you are, that's challenge number one. Challenge number two, guys, is tear down those walls. Like Ronald said back in the day, Gorbachev, tear down those walls. Tear down the walls around your heart. For today, go out into the world and give your love away as freely as you possibly can to everyone that you possibly can. And you're going to see a couple things happen. You're going to see your life start to expand. You're going to see your dreams start to gain some clarity. And I'm really grateful you came out here and you joined me for my morning musings, my morning's rant. I want to, if you like this, if this resonates, then go over to our website. It's lifeadvancednow.com. We have a great new program. It's called the Quantum Leap Series. And each week we're sending out super high power blogs where, and these are training tools. You're going to learn how to connect to your vision. You're going to learn how to develop total self-confidence, how to go from feeling depressed to massive energy. I'm really grateful that you stopped, you checked in, and you spent some time with me, and I hope this resonated. If it did, I'm going to ask you a super big favor. Yesterday, a ton of friends shared our coffee chat with their friends. If you like this and if you find value, share it with your friends because, my intention is to live in a world with really happy, inspired, engaged people, and you can help me do that. So, my name is Bill Poet. I'm a co-founder with the brilliant and beautiful Dr. Laura Ciel over at Life Advance International. The website is lifeadvancenow.com. I won't be doing coffee with you tomorrow. I'm going to be in the city, but we'll be doing another one of these over the weekend. And, excuse me. God, I probably shouldn't love coffee quite as much as I do. Thank you for coming out and joining me, my dogs, in this beautiful, beautiful sacred space. And until we connect again, go out into the world and live and love and lead.